Hi guys, this is Jess with your air signs, what you need to know. We're going to look at each air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and see what's coming up for you first week of October. So let's get straight into the reading. We're going to start with Gemini. Gemini. Well, hold on guys. Some of you may not see that you're going on a trip or a travel, some type of journey that could come out of nowhere, like you have to take a trip or travel. You don't see that coming. But I see you kind of holding back, taking a beat, holding yourself back. Some of you you're approaching things, excuse me, you're approaching things differently. Excuse me, what the hell? Sorry, guys. You're approaching things differently. Some of you may have gotten a different perspective since Leo season. A Leo may be very significant in your life, and you're starting to see things differently, see them differently. This is some things that you're seeing differently, and you're choosing to hold back. Some of you are leaving behind friendships, fly-by-night hookups, fair weather friends, fair weather situations. And some of you are really taking stock of your shadow side. You really are. You're deep down, you're feeling good. Some of you are feeling really good. You may have been going on trips and travels and having good times with people. But you're taking, like I said, taking a step back because you could be preparing for school. And by the way, if you are in school or taking a test or having to learn something, it could be quite frustrating for you all of Libra season. Like, this is a headache. This is frustrating, but you'll get through it. And I feel like for some of you, you may need to cut the drinking and the drugging and all the other stuff just to kind of purge yourself. So purging is going to be very necessary for you. I want to say Scorpios, but it may be by Scorpio season, you become very clear of just how much you need to kind of clean up your diet, clean up your body, really clean up your life, because you're gaining a better perspective and life is changing for you for the better, and turning around for you guys. Within the next 6 months to a year, you may really see an uptick in life and feeling like you've upgraded in some kind of way. And in order to do so, these things are going to have to kind of be done. And some of you could have your last little hurrah, if you will, and realizing how toxic something has become or will become. That's your general. Now let's look at work, business, and finance. Geminis. Okay, so we're looking at well, hold on. Your finances is getting stronger. You will find yourself being pleased with your finances. For some of you, try to hold back from indulging, spending, and having a good time. But some of you, you're a couple. There's someone that is in your life or becoming in your life, and that's just going to make your finances even more stronger. Others of you, you will find that your finances get better over time. You may find like you're in a good spot financially, or you will be, both men and women. So keep that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, that being said, I'm kind of going to go. Well, I'll start from the top. Those of you who are employed, first week of October, you can find that someone is giving you out. I'm hearing the word ultimatum. You may be being pulled into a meeting, having to have a conversation, that sort of thing. You may find people to be a little bit aggressive, rushing you. You may start to work with a male energy. I see a male energy pretty heavy, or someone is just kind of, you may say, well, this person attracted to me, they're trying to come on to me, that sort of thing. You're pissed at the workplace, guys. I don't know what the hell's going on here, but you are not happy. There could be a fight, fallout. People are trying to gaslight the hell out of you. I don't know how they think that they're going to get away with that with a Gemini, but people are trying to gaslight you at the workplace, and you may find yourself needing to take a beat. Don't be surprised if you call out and needing wellness days because someone's talking to you crazy, okay? And if that's the case where you feel like you're being abused, and you need to sue the hell out of these people, okay? I'm serious. Like, these jobs can't get away with all of this abuse. I see it at times with my own personal clients, and they need to be taught a lesson. Okay, so people need to start suing, and with South Node and Libra, they need to make that a easy habit of suing these companies. Okay, so maybe you need to look into seeking an attorney, ELC, something like that, pro bono, something like that. But look and see if you can start to sue this place, because it's a lot of swords and there's a lot of bad swords And I feel like some people dump on you so that they can be better. They get in a better headspace. I feel like some people feel very intimidated by you because you are great at what you do and they want to bring you down a couple of notches. Okay. That's what it looks like to me. And the challenge is going to be is that all it's going to do is have you all in your head and have you messed up in the head. And one thing I don't like about that with Geminis is that we know, nobody's perfect, right? But it's very, very easy, especially it's very easy to get under Gemini's skin mentally. It's very easy to get under Gemini's skin. And when people realize that about a Gemini, especially a Gemini that's not a number 8 or doesn't have Saturn on their chart, then you can see it and you can feel it that they've gotten under your skin, you've gotten under their skin, or they've gotten under your skin. People play with that. And this is not a healthy energy to be in. It's not a healthy energy to be in. So guys, look and see if you can sue them. Sorry, I'm taking some extra time. But yeah, I would say look and see if you can sue these people, if you have a case. That's how I feel about it. I do feel like you're going to kind of let bygones be bygones down the line. Maybe, at the end of the first week of October, going into the second week, and now you're ready to, but no, fuck that. If people are abusing you, this is going to continue to happen. Okay. And so you may need to start addressing a situation. Okay. I get hazing, something like that. Yeah, I don't like it. So you may feel like, okay, fine, we're just going to move on from that sort of thing. But this first week could be a bit trying week, and it really will put you in your head and make you have to call out, that sort of thing. So be careful with that. Now, those of you who are looking for work, I feel like you may not fit the mold. You may not even be so sure if you want to align with a certain company and you will notice if you're paying attention when you're interviewing, and if you get an inside look at who you will be working with. These are a bunch of nutcases, misfits, or the office is very problematic. People don't get along, that sort of thing. People may play a lot of emotional games. I get games. This is a kind of week where if you're paying attention, it's like, what the hell, yuck. Like the energy is not that great. For you Geminis out there, and you may not feel like it's a good fit for you. That's what it looks like to me. For some of you, it could be love, and love is we haven't gotten to love yet. But for some of you, love may be so all over you that you're spazzing out at work. You're not really your nice, chippery, sociable self, because Geminis are really great with people, and it could have something to do with that too. Now, those of you who are self-employed, don't share so much about your personal life, Gemini. Don't let people really see how happy and great your life is outside of your business. You have haters. You have people who are not really happy for you, not really happy that you're happy, because I feel like some Geminis out there, their love life is amazing. They are good. They're secure. They're in a really great place, and they haven't been there in a long time. And people are starting to see that. And you have some evil eye people who are just hating because they're not happy. And so it could show up with your customers, your clients. Like people may start purposely trying to be salty towards you. I know you're like, here we go, just with these type of, listen, I'm just letting you guys know, because one thing is for certain, two things is for sure. You can't be beat, darling. Did you hear that part? You can't be beat, but you can't help all of the situations and crap around you. So I'm just saying, keep your eyes open. And when it comes to your happiness, please don't let anybody know what's going on and how happy you are and where your happiness lies. Keep that such a secret. Keep that tucked away, that type of thing. Tuck it away. Because you'll start to may see a slowdown in your revenue or, sales, that sort of thing. You may even kind of lose a client and fall out with clients, that sort of thing. It's temporary, guys. It's temporary. But just keep your personal life or how happy you are a secret. Some people who are very smart, they know how to, like, let's say they're making a lot of money, right? And they're doing really well for themselves. And at first they used to be in a shack. And now all of a sudden they're in a big house up a hill. But if you're smart, you stay in that shack. You stay in that shack, and you let people see is you in that shack. Those are the smart people. And so, yeah, you're going to have to kind of show them what they want, give them what they want, and don't let them see what's real. Unfortunately, that's what I have for career, business, and finance. Now let's look at love. Okay. Love, Gemini single ladies, your ex feels like things didn't go according to plan. Okay. With you. And I feel like for some of you, let's see. there's a decision that you're going to make to hold back. So you may have an ex who wants to see you, speak to you, spend some time with you. You could find yourself holding back because you really want new. You want new, you want new. A Leo may come into your life and things will take off. You guys will be friends, you'll be lovers, you'll have each other back. It would just feel easy and just so normal, and things would just progress. Some of you, you could be kind of seeing someone now and really liking them, and person is destined to be in your life. And so an ex or any past person coming back is like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I like the way things are going here. So you moving forward and not looking back is only going to pull you closer to what you're supposed to be, who you're supposed to align with. And for some of you ladies, it's just going to be friends and family and kind of getting out there and exploring new things. And it has nothing to do with like intimate love. But others of you, it will be pulling you closer to someone who you will find it very easy to connect with them, and it would be so balanced, and it would be an easy give and take. I don't know if it will just turn into like a friend zone situation down the line, or it grows to be more, but you will be very pleased of how it's developing. So that's good. Gemini single men, your ex is struggling to get over the past, or he's either forgive and forget when it comes to you, or just get over a past situation that has nothing to do with you. You have a lot of options, or you're reminiscing about a past situation, and some of you men could be indulging a lot, like overindulging, that sort of thing. You could be very optimistic and wanting to either move forward with someone, have a good time with someone, and move forward, or move forward with someone, I want to say, but you're not so sure. Some of you are not going to be so sure, and you may be very agitated. I have to kind of go back and say to the women, there could be like a fallout with you and another person. There could be some drama kicking up with you and someone. So I would say that for either Gemini woman or man. Let me just say that. Some of you Gemini men, you may find yourself kind of holding back and then being very frustrated, and then you could act out. Someone may act out toward you because you start to disconnect from them. You start to go silent. You start to, pull away, and that's going to create some fights and some fallouts and some discords, what it looks like to me. But it's just that you're not really so sure how you feel about things. It could be somebody that you're thinking about, and whoever you are entertaining, you just don't want that right now. That's not where your head is at right now. And it can really create some problems down the line. Some of you may be very hopeful that you can kind of work things out with someone, but more arguments can start. And so you start to question if this will ever get back on track or get on track the way you may want it. That's what I have for you guys. So I would say be careful. There's some definite little drama kicking up out of nowhere. That's what I have for singles. Now let's look at couples. Okay, so couples, you're not really sure about the situation as it relates to you and your person. Your person is not ready to be honest. They may claim that they are, but they're really deep down inside, they're not ready to be honest. They're not ready to be honest with you. They may not even be ready to be honest with themselves, because there's some truths that they're not really showing. They're holding back quite a bit about, what's really, how they truly feel deep down inside. Some of you feel like the situation has kind of changed you. It may have made you question yourself, your overall confidence. You may not feel loved and paid attention to in this relationship. You may feel like this relationship kind of can take away from you internally. You may feel like you've become a little bit more insecure in this relationship to some extent. And others of you may want to be more private with your relationship. You don't want to share as much, which I told you is the smartest thing to do. So you want to kind of be more private and less out in the open. The challenge is getting on the same page, staying on the same page, being at peace with one another, willing to try something new to see, if that brings the two of you closer. Some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius who may not be on board and being difficult, and that could be a challenge for you. But you're willing to try to start again. For some of you, you're going to get out there and meet a whole new person. You're just going to get yourself out there and boom, a whole nother person is going to come into your life. Others of you, you're going to surprisingly want to start again and wipe the slate clean and just give it a go. And let's start again. Let's start for real this time. Your person is holding back. They're not really being honest. They kind of want to either move forward past this or they want to come directly to you. Why? Because they can't either let this go. Even though if they want to move on, they can't let this go. So they may find themselves coming back to you, but they also can't let go of the past. Or it may be hard for them to kind of wipe the slate clean too. They will be giving to you as you're giving to them. So the two of you will notice that things are getting back in a better place, and we're better for it, and we're good now. We feel happy. We feel very happy together, and almost ideal where people, I'm telling you, Gemini, I don't care if you're a Gemini woman or a man, if you are in a good place in your relationship and people are a witness to it, you are creating jealousy. People are just jealous and hating because they don't want you to be happy. Like, who the hell are you to be happy? I'm telling you. Someone is going to have to leave, though. So you guys will it's coming up, and it's karmically set up that way for someone to have to disconnect because of work, because other things is taking center stage, and the two of you won't be able to spend all of that good quality, intimate time like you do. But whoever has to leave, they're going to make themselves a better person. They really are. So for some of you, if you're not headed to if you're not married, this could be someone making themselves better so that the two of you will one day be husband and wife. Some of you may need to give this person some time so that they can be a better person to you down the line. It's something like that. Like, patience is necessary here to let somebody be who they need to be in a short term so that the two of you could be better in the long term, is what it looks like to me. You guys Geminis literally are the only sign. Okay. And I mean the only sign. And I have read several signs that. Yeah. I've read several signs that have had a lot of problems. Everybody has problems in these relationships, and everybody's looking at just the problems. But you guys are actually looking at the benefit and the resolve and how things can be better. I feel for a small percentage of you guys, you have stepped outside of this relationship, and the two of you may be on a break, and you may have been trying to get something going with a whole nother person. That may fall to the wayside, and you and your person get back together, especially if you're married, there's children involved, you've lived together. It's like, yeah, this is not working. I want to be with you again. I want to be with you again. The problem, though, is that someone may not be in love like they used to be in this dynamic, or there's a past, one of you had to let go of an ex or somebody. So that a woman may not be so pleased, and she may be heartbroken and healing, drying her tears, because now you are focusing on your mate, this relationship that really is taking off. So there's a lot of things going on with this right here, Gemini. But overall, you guys have a great opportunity to repair, grow, and evolve in a relationship. Best couple reading I've done. Good luck. All the best. Now we're going to go to Libra. Hi, Libra. This is Just with your What Do You Need to Know? First week of October. You guys have been letting go of someone who could be reckless. Some of you're letting go of reckless behavior, problematic behavior, and you're kind of starting anew, really wanting to kind of show up and show out. For some of you, and that's for some of you men, some of you ladies, you could be a witness that a man in your life, someone that you know, is really becoming a better person. And some of you, because you've let go of a problematic person, you're now attracting and moving towards someone who is just what you need, just what you deserve. Others of you are headed toward problems. I'm just letting you know you're headed toward problems. You know if you're headed toward problems, but you are giving it a good go, and you're giving someone the benefit of the doubt, and you're trying to look past whatever these problems are, because there's a family, and this relationship once was great. And for some of you, it's not intimate. It has everything to do with like family or a work environment that seems to be more like family dynamic. That's your general. Now let's look at work, business, and finance. Okay, Libra, I want to pull one more card. Sorry, guys. Some of you may, you know how you may not, you'll look back and feel like I didn't make the best decisions about, spending that and buying that and that sort of thing. Some of you, because you're going through some type of strife, your money may start to change because you're going through some strife with someone. Some of you may have to go through some type of court proceedings, and that's going to take your money. Something like that is what it's looking like to me. Damn, my battery is about to die. Okay, anyway. Okay, so let's hurry up with this. So I'm going to go backwards. For those of you Libras who are self-employed Libras, you definitely have, some of you, there's going to be some drama, or you may feel like there's a lot of frustration with your business, especially if you have a business with another person, like you have a partnership. You guys may be at a standstill about what you do. Some of you are thinking about ending this partnership and going at it on your own. Makes all the sense in the world with North Node and Aries. And I do feel like there's going to be a lot of drama. And for some of you, you need to make a decision about what do you do? Do you just wait? Do you make a move? Do you cut a situation out? What? And it will feel frustrating in the month of October. Some of you could get a lot of uptick in sales or customers because it's just a lot going on. So this could show and you may find that there's a lot of competition around you, but you may be above that. You may know exactly how to stand out from the competition. So there's that. But overall, it may feel like it's just very frustrating, and a business partnership could be very challenging at this time as well. Those of you who are unemployed Libras for the first week of October, you may want to follow up with someone to find out, are they, did you get the job? What's the status? Only to kind of either be ignored or feel like you don't want the job anymore. No one is not going to move forward with you. Just take your time. It's not meant at this time. And it may not be the best place for you, which is going to be better for you in the long run. But I do see kind of feeling like you missed an opportunity. The opportunity isn't there, or you don't even want the opportunity anymore. Now, those of you who are at the workplace, I definitely see layoffs, getting fired, being let go. For some of you, it may not be happening the first week of October. It may not happen until Scorpio season, where it's like you sense it. Some of you may be getting the notice that they're going to be laying people off, they're downsizing, that sort of thing. And some of you are not going to be the ones being let go, but it could be 2 to 3 people around you who will not. Some of you may be salty. People around you could be salty because you were saved and other people's are not. You just may have people who are not pleased with, it could be you, because again, you were saved. I also feel like there may be some people who, I don't want to say after you, but you may have haters that don't want to see you happy or content at the workplace. Some people may feel like, how did they get promoted? How did they get, and we've been here long, that type of thing. I do see you feeling like it's a challenge at the job first week of October. And like I said, somebody could get fired or leave, which will feel a bit unfortunate, and it could even include you, Libra. That's what I have for business, career, and finance. Now let's look at love. Okay, so Libra singles, ladies, your ex is working on their shadow side. I got that for another sign, but I don't remember who it is at this point. But your ex is working on their shadow side. You're coming up as someone who is very ideal. I think I got the same thing for Taurus and Virgo, maybe. But yeah, you're coming up as someone who's very ideal, kind of woman that a man will want to marry, as marriage material, that will make a great partner on any level. I do see that you're holding back. You're focusing on, you may feel like I have real world problems. Like I have bigger fish to fry than me worry about some damn love right now. So you're holding back. You're not just giving into any of that stuff because you're like, no, I'm waiting for the right person. If you can't give me this, which I have to tell you guys, this is very temporary. I don't care if you're in a very great relationship. This is just feelings. And as we know, no feelings remain the same forever. So, but you do want this. You want your happiness. You want things to just work with you and a person, and it to go to marriage and living together and all of the things. So you're not going to put yourself out there and you don't give a damn. And it's just that simple. You're not. That's for Libra single ladies. Libra single men. Your ex is realizing that they also created problems in this relationship. I'm not saying that this is the person, but this is just a card that's there. Your ex is acknowledging that they also failed to give you what you needed, that sort of thing. And some of you are running back to your ex, especially if it's a fire sign woman, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries woman. You may be running back to her, and she will welcome you in. I guess she'll be patient, that sort of thing. But I see some of you men rushing toward a woman who you want. Some of you could also be attractive to same women who are into same sex, and so you quickly get out of there. Some of you are being propositioned to be, the third wheel. But I do see you kind of wanting to rekindle with someone. There could be someone who's missing you too, but you're focusing like you want your past and someone new wants you. It could be that too. But if you want someone, I do see an opportunity for you to kind of connect with them. You definitely... Oh, hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm reading this because I'm going to be pulling extra cards and I'm going to stop. You could be cutting this fire sign woman out, but also kind of flirting with her. I don't know. It's kind of all over the place. So it could be some like mind games going on with a fire sign woman. For some of you, you may be saying, I don't want you, but I wish you all the best and I'm going to move on with my life. Others of you may be trying things with this woman and just having a good time with her is all it looks like to me. Now let's look at couples. Okay, I'm telling everyone, obviously, Libra, you're center stage, right? Because South Node is in your sign, and some of you are saying, what is the South Node? Go look it up. You can look it up on any of the platforms out there. I'm pretty sure someone will give you a very short synopsis of what it is, or you can do a little bit more extensive research. But South Node is going through your sign. It's very karmic, so this unavoidable things that is going to happen, and it's showing up in your love reading, for you couples, and for some of you, I am attracting and I am reading for those who is going through problems in their relationship. And let me just tell you, if outside of a Gemini, everybody's going through problems right now. Everybody's going through problems, so you're no different. Libra, you're longing for your person, you're loving your person, you are daydreaming about them, wanting to kind of see them, reminiscing. So obviously the two of you are taking a break, not communicating. You feel like this is your husband, wife, your forever person. Like you're really serious about this person. You are very serious about them, and they have a very significant place in your life. The challenge is getting back on track, repairing, forgiving and forgetting, overcoming and loving again. And you this week may feel like, no, and I'm still not. I'm still not going to do it. Even though you miss them, you long for them, you daydream about them, you're not going to be the first person to reach out. You're just not going to do it. Your person is also holding back, and they also identify as, we're a couple, we live together, this is my wife, my husband, that sort of thing, or the feeling is there for that, right? Their challenge is trying to make a decision about what they're going to do. Do they press the button and just file for divorce and be done with this shit? Because there's that. Some of you, if you have already started the divorce process, they're still not so sure. Whoever started it, however it got started, still not so sure whether or not that's what they really want. Not so sure at all if that's what they want, but they're not going to communicate. And if they do, they're going to drag their foot. They'll keep it real simple, plain, and they'll drag their foot. They're having a hard time just completely letting this go and say, I'm done, I'm moving on. This person cries at night. I don't care if it's a man or woman, they cry at night. They're really in their feelings. They hold back. They hold a lot of things in, but they do understand the severity of this, and they're not going to be the first one. You're not going to be, they're not going to be. And for some of you, if you have a child, this child is going to be suffering over this. Even if you stay together, like let's say there's one baby and then you rekindle and another baby comes out of it, it's going to be hard on a woman. The woman, if she becomes a single mother, it's going to be hard on her. It's going to be hard on her because she's going to have to, and it doesn't have anything to do with money. It has everything to do with her mental and emotional state, well-being. It's going to be affected. She doesn't want to be a single mother. She doesn't want to be a broken home, that type of thing. And so someone may stay in this because a broken home and all of that, just, no, it's not what I want for my life. I'm not going to have that type of thing, even though the goddamn relationship is not there anymore. It's falling apart. And I feel like deep down inside, you may not even be as attracted and interested in your partner like you used to, or feel that they're not, that sort of thing. So it's real situations going on here. This is karmic lessons to be learned. There's so much karma all over these cards, of course, with South Node in your sign. So there's going to be some blockages here. And I feel like, again, you guys have made a family together. You've been together a long time, or family is involved, like yours, theirs. It's like layered. It's not just this fly by night. No, it's just pretty deep. And so you're both in this standstill. And with it, there's going to be even more blockages, Yeah, more blockages. So that's what I have for Libras. Hopefully it's been helpful for you guys. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys. Hi, Aquarius. This is Jess with your what you need to know first week of October. Seemed like it was action packed. Some of you could have laid someone to rest. Someone could have transitioned, passed on. Some of you may feel like you've gone through a death, a major transformation, one that could have brought up a lot of sickness, or like you felt sick and that sort of thing. May have had to take some time and be in a hospital, that sort of thing. And some people are like, come on, Jess, really? This is what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. Good thing that's the past. That's the past, though. You needed to take a break. Some changes came up uncontrollable for you, and you had to wait. You needed to take a break. This could even be prison, that sort of thing. Like you're confined in some kind of way that is out of your control, is what it looks like to me. But again, that is your past. Now, it could be forgiving and forgetting after there has been fights, fallouts, drama, that sort of thing, people leaving your life. And you could be missing those people, especially if there's someone who you feel like, hey, it shouldn't have happened that way. I miss them. And you may have felt like, F them, I don't care. But now you're kind of starting to care and thinking about, well, what should I do? Some of you may realize someone wasn't lying. Someone isn't who you pegged them to be. They may have the wrong idea about you, and you are not who they're seeing you as. And the good thing is that you guys will be headed toward a better place, right? Some of you are going to get a better job. You may feel like things are working in your favor. You may feel like people are being more appropriate. You're solidifying something. You can see that there's growth in a situation, and you are more apt and more open to commitment in a very traditional sort of way. That looks like Uranus and Taurus to me. Okay, and it could be somebody watching you from a distance that really cares a lot about you. So again, if there has been any problems, one-to-one relationships, it looks like people are wanting to kind of get back on track in the right way and make things work in a better way. So that looks really good. That's what I have for in general. Now let's look at work, business, and career. Okay, so Aquarius, when it comes to your finances, hold on, guys. You may feel like you need to guard your money more, be more intentional about who you give money to, how you're making your money, but more importantly, how you're spending your money. It's something about you feeling like you need to be more protective of your money and people around you and who you're giving to, and be more discerning in that regard. You're feeling restless this first week of October when it comes to career and your business. You could be feeling reckless. Well, I wanted to say restless, but I guess reckless. And I do feel like your reckless behavior is going to come back to bite you, Aquarius, and it will, especially in the workplace. Some of you are overthinking something, or you may be feeling like, you're worried about something that perhaps you did, said, or someone said or did to you, but you'll come out and act like everything is okay and everything is fine. However, I do feel like there is some problems, and it's going to be heard. You're going to hear about it. You may feel like, I don't feel like this is people gaslighting you. I feel like it's easy to get into an argument with a person if somebody kicking back at you. So whatever now I'm going to say, is there two different Aquariuses here. If you feel like someone has been gaslighting you or bullying you at the workplace, that sort of thing, you may feel like, okay, I am going to I'm gonna have to hold on, guys. My battery. I gotta recharge this battery. Okay, so going back to what I was saying. Yeah, so there could be two different Aquariuses. The first set of you could be the aggressor. So you may have said something, did something that you know isn't appropriate, and you may have kept that on your mind for quite some time at the workplace, but you're going to approach the first week of October as a clean slate, maybe even, jovial and, yeah, I'll put that behind me. But you will realize that things have shifted with the people that you may have offended. People may not be saying anything now, but if you continue your behavior with not watching what you say and not even acknowledging, how you're treating people at the workplace, things is going to turn bad really quickly, and it can even get physical. So be careful of how you're handling people, Aquarius, okay? Do know that you have Pluto on your sign. It's coming up for you guys next year, but you've got to be careful when it comes to Scorpios, Tauruses, Leos, those kinds of transits, that sort of thing, and even quincunx signs that I believe is Virgos as well as Cancers. You need to be careful because that energy could be quite volatile and quite problematic. So I would just be careful if, again, you've said or did anything to offend people, because, again, this week things can turn it can get out of control pretty quickly. And for you as well, if people have said and did things to offend you, you're not going to take too easy and kindly to feeling victimized. You may approach this beginning week with a clean slate, but quickly kind of feel isolated and feel like situations isn't healthy. And if someone continues that behavior, you may lash out. So I do get lashing out, things kind of getting out of hand, out of nowhere. It could be cursing out, argumentative, and it could even get physical. So be careful and watch yourself, Aquarius, and make sure that you do things that's right and you treat people the way you want to be treated, and vice versa. It doesn't seem like you're going to tolerate it if it's happening to you. Those of you who are looking for employment, I do see someone showing some interest. Their negotiations, can slow down regarding salary. So people are looking to lowball individuals out there, and a lot of people who are used to a certain set of salary, it may be challenging. It may become more and more challenging to get what you feel you deserve. There could just be a slowdown in communicating and continuing to go through the interviewing process. So it's nothing that you could do there. But in the meantime, when you have free time, use that time to create a stream of income by creating a business of your own. So self-employment, looking to see how can you create money for yourself, because you have greater opportunity in that way. It could be very frustrating, but it would be very rewarding in the end. That being said, for those of you who have your own business, this is going to be a very cathartic week for you, because if you have had some disappointments, some losses, you will see a major rebound. You will start to feel like there's victory up ahead. You do have competitors who are watching you. You have people, and you may notice that people are kind of like copying you, watching your every move, that sort of thing. And I do feel for some of you, you may need to focus on kind of fixing something when it comes to your business. Yeah, that could be a bit aggravating. So it is about going back. And for some of you, if you have a problematic love life, it may spill over where it's hard for you to concentrate on your business or even the workplace. So again, it will get better, but you may have external things going on in your life that makes work and career, specifically your own business, very difficult. And kind of getting closure and settling things in that realm will help you better focus on the more practical areas of your life. That's what I have for business, career, and money. Now let's look at love. Singles, love, first week of October. Aquarius single ladies, your ex is struggling to get over the past, whether it is with you or another person. But they're struggling to get over the past, even could be past trauma, that sort of thing, but they are struggling. Now, you're coming across, and a lot of women are actually coming across as an ideal pick, someone who's stable, successful, who could be an ideal candidate for a commitment. And that seems to come very easy to you. Compassionate, understanding, all those things. Now, for some of you ladies, I see you stepping back and holding back from someone who may profess to love you. Could be a little water sign, but this man is professing his love to you, still cares about you, still cares deeply for you. And Unfortunately, it's either you're mourning the loss of the situation because of a fight or a fallout, or in there trying to reconnect with you, it then creates fight and fallout and argument. And that Five of Swords, I can't tell you how much that's coming out, which doesn't happen. I think that's the first time in all the times I've been doing readings that that has been the most prominent card. So yeah, the first week of October, probably all the way through Libra season, may be very action packed. Very action packed. And so it's unfortunate, but I don't feel like you guys are still in a place to be able to resolve a situation. It doesn't look like you ladies are in a healthy mindset or even emotional state to kind of welcome in someone new. Some of you may have someone who really does care about you, but you may need to table them. You may need to put that on hold while you process, the hurt, the pain, and still anger that may be around you. I do see that for some of you ladies. Now, you single Aquarius men, you have a past person who doesn't feel like it's too late. They may feel like, well, all you have to do is call me, or maybe I'll reach out to you. So don't be surprised, Aquarius single men, if specifically a Capricorn woman reaches out, a Cancer woman reaches out. It could be any sign. Someone reaching out to you and taking the reign to kind of work things out again. Others of you who are moving forward, do online dating, things are going to get hot and heavy real quick, real quick. And it seems like whoever this person is, they will make themselves available any and every time. They will always make themselves available to you. And it could be at a distance, but you guys will make the drive. You'll take that flight. There's going to be we need to see each other. Okay, yeah, let's do it. At a moment's notice, you want to spend time. You want to see each other here. So I feel like you guys are headed toward kind of really getting to know someone, men. And it could be worth your while. Now let's look at couples. Couples, Aquarius. There's a lot of not feeling clear, even though you guys will talk and get to some understanding. There's a lot of not feeling 100% clear on your end. And that's because both of you are holding close what you truly feel. Truly. You want to work this out. You want to develop it. Some of you are open to polyamorous relationships, or you may be in a polyamorous relationship, but someone isn't being honest that that's not what they want. It's not really working for them, especially if you're orchestrating all of this and it's coming by way of you. This person may not want this, or the other person may not want it. It's very frustrating, though, and that's the challenge with your partner, is that you're very frustrated with them. There could be more people than it needs to be. It's something about more people, too many people, and very frustrated and trying to work things out, but it's still being frustrating. But nonetheless, you're going to do what's right when it comes to this relationship. So you will be handling it very appropriately and just how it needs to be handled first week of October. And your person wants to get a better understanding about the situation. They feel like the both of you need to get a better understanding about things. They do kind of see certain things your way. So I guess through communication, they're understanding things a little bit better. And they feel like they're going to take their time, and they're holding back quite a lot about how they truly feel deep down inside. But they're going to hold back their true feelings and love on you, romance you, love you up, that sort of thing. Now, the challenge is they may want to be single. They may want something, different. They may want an alternative lifestyle where it's not so traditional. They may feel that you want that. But there's a challenge with independence, freedoms, and feeling a sense of self-sufficiency on your person's end. Okay, but just like you, they're going to stuff that down somewhere and still love on you and tell you how much they love you and they're in love with you, because I do feel like love is here. But the truth about someone's fear of someone's not being honest about, they have codependency issues, so they fear being alone. They fear that someone's going to leave them. They're going to lose an individual. But they also want a sense of independence. It's a struggle. And they're keeping that way down inside, like I said, and they're just going to love in spite of it. So I do see the first week being a loving week, although someone is really holding back. And if, let's say, a woman makes more money than the man, that could be a problem. If one person holds more control than the other person, that's going to be a problem. So it's a lot of holding back. But if anyone is paying attention to their person's actions and their patterns, then it becomes very clear about who you're dealing with. But you have to really pay attention, because I think you both are doing a really great job at keeping your masks on. That's what I have for Aquarius. I hope that this has been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.